Yo, real quick, before the video starts, just keep in mind the way I see it. Whatever you believe in and whatever you follow, just understand that you will be judged by the impact you leave. Simply do not expect anything great when you have left this world worse than what you found it. As simple as that. Thank you. Alright, y'all, what up? It's your bird creator Beat Down. My bad if I sound a little funny. I think I'm getting under the weather a little bit. But further ado, so today we have an counter build. So I would say this is not a full counter build. Like moves on here would just be like a few examples and stuff just to kind of show off the damage. But the main thing we're going to be countering is we're going to be talking about the Supersoul. And so there's a big issue with that Supersoul, and people are getting a lot more cheeky with it. So they would do things like Mag Dash and run away, and they would put on who was it? They'll put on Lord Slug's move. My bad, my mind not working right now. But they'll put on Lord Slug's move and try to make themselves hard to even touch. So you could argue all that together creates an issue, but your biggest issue is Lord Slug's move, because he getting a health regeneration, but it's his move. Because like now I can't really touch him because he keeps running away from me and he's healing. So you see my Super Soul, this ought to make things interesting. I got this from Parallel Quest 141 if I remember. Parallel Quest 141 if I remember, that is DLC. But honestly, what this does is that, keep in mind, this does not eventually double my damage. What it does, it adds on. So basically, you get a 10% boost in damage every time your opponent power ups. So anytime they use Mac Dash, I should be getting a 10% boost up to 10 times. And so you would think, okay, well, that's 100%. No, that's not 100% more damage. It's not double damage. It's more than that, because it's 10% being added on to the product of what the other percentage was already added on to. So it is more than double damage. And you just want to be able to take advantage of the double damage. And so here's what I would say. So if you go up against stuff like this a lot, typically I would say, yeah, you can have a preset set up for. So like, but the same way you have presets made, because some things be so specific, right? Some people like to just, so once they figure out, okay, because like typically if you don't, that's why I figure it's kind of pointless. Because you gotta think about the type of people who are doing stuff like this are so shady and weird that if they figure out you have a counter, they're just going to switch to something else, or they're just not going to play you no more. They're just going to leave. So that's why I figure sometimes it's kind of pointless to make counter builds, because you got to remember who you're playing against. You don't know off rip that they're just going to do that. You know what I'm saying? This is more like if you rematch. But realistically, if you're playing someone like this, you might not be getting a rematch. But anyway, actually, you see, so it works, but I resetted my damage and everything. I just want to, oh wait, he's still moving. So you see my damage right there. I just want to give you like a feel of the damage I'm doing right now. I'm gonna just go ahead and go in the form. Okay, 5,000. And my strike is not even that good. Let's see what happens when he attacks me. Okay, 7,000. God. Let me try the combo. Oh my god. Okay, that works. let's also check this. I'm just showing you my damage right now. Damn, you didn't get to see the full damage, but anyway. So let's start powering him up a little bit. And let's just put the health on unlimited. Okay, that's 1. That's 2. That's 3. That's 4. That's 5. So let's not even go to 10 yet. Let's go to 5. So the damage should already be crazy right now. That's not even fully charged. That's insane. That's insane. That's an insane boost. That's 8,000 damage. That's 7,000 damage. It's not even charged. No, it's 8,000. My bad. That's ridiculous. And now, let's check out Godbreaker. Godbreaker is honestly sick. That's almost a bar. Ooh, whoops. I'm gonna try it again. Oh, that's 15,000. Almost 16. That's a bar and a half. Bro, we're not even there yet. We're not even fully there yet. That's the insane part. Okay, now let me see this ultimate. Okay. Now let's go back to powering him up. Well, actually, let me see this. Because this is important to you. Grab 4,000 damage. That's a bar. That's a bar. That's a bar off a grab. Alright, now let's see this. Let me put him back on evasive. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Just to make sure for the measure. Alright, so now we're at max power. We're now at, basically we can't get no more from our Supersoul. We're at the max capacity of our Supersoul, so there's no more boosts coming from it. That's insane. Okay. Yo. Alright, let me get him by the ground. 5,000 damage for a grab is 13,000 damage guaranteed off a grab is insane. You have to be a fool. But this is so unrealistic because how many people are gonna keep playing with the same thing over and over? And just remember, like I said, the type of people you're playing, what makes you think they're gonna rematch you? You know, they're weird. They're not gonna rematch you anyway. And I don't even know why you even want to get so this is like, this is so theoretical and this is so situational. But look, that's doing a bar of damage. Everything I'm doing now, is gonna eat away at you. Okay, let me see this. Almost 2 bars. Oh, that is 2 bars. That's stupid. That's 2 bars of health. That's 2 bars of health. That's insane. Let me see. Let me see this. Okay, that does 2 bars of health now. Let me see this. $45, and imagine this is only a freezer race. I'm boosting ki blast damage, but imagine where you don't need ki really. Or they thinking you play like Super Saiyan God. You using like the Super Saiyan God Awoken skill. Your grabs, your combos, like look at my combos. Look. Yo. That's a bar. That's a bar. Yo. That's insane. Okay, and then it gets worse. It could get worse. Like we still have one more boost. That's insane. 17,000 damage guaranteed. That's guaranteed. If you could land just one. If you could land just one. That's ridiculous. Even when I'm not killing someone, it's still crazy. Yo, but so definitely, if you can pull this off, congrats to you. Just realistically, this is not realistic. Just for the simple fact of that, you're kind of going to be doing this if you're doing continuous matches, counter builds, or for continuous matches. But you're fighting scum, and what makes you think they're going to rematch you if they know you got something waiting for that ass? You know, so it's not realistic. We all know this. When people lose confidence in whether they win or lose, once they lose confidence, like, yeah, I don't think I'm gonna be able to do this to the next match, or like, nah, I need to leave on a high note with my ego, because they don't want to take a risk whatsoever. You have a lot of players that are just one-trick ponies, like they'll do something right, and as soon as it's figured out, like, oh, okay, because your biggest element was me not knowing, so you only played one match. You know what I'm saying? So players like to be weird like that, but you could definitely have this build on standby if you guys want trying to act cocky. If you guys want trying to act cocky, they rematch you. Definitely have that Super Soul ready to go. If you're a Saiyan, it don't matter what you put on. You put on Super Saiyan because your boost is also stacked on top of your Super Saiyan. So your it's insane. Your Super Saiyan is stacked on top of that boost. All that's being stacked together, so your basic attack damage will be unbearable. Super Saiyan God basic attack, unbearable. Super Saiyan Blue, unbearable. We don't need evolution. Don't force it with evolution. Just be cool and go Super Saiyan 3 or Super Saiyan God or just regular Super Saiyan. Our future Super, man, you know what I'm saying? It's so crazy. But I just want to show it to you guys. It's your boy Creative Beatdown, and y'all stay creative.